Hey YouTube, so this is a quick review of the Ryobi 2500 PSI electric pressure washer. And you can see it here. I put this together yesterday. You see some little drips coming out. That's just from the hose. That's not actually from the connection. So far so good. It's working pretty good. The only things that I've used it for so far is I did a test section on my fence, and it still does a good job getting rid of like dirt and stuff off the fence, or like the weathering that happens on the fence. But then the other thing, and the main reason that I got it, is because I got this attachment. This is the surface cleaner attachment. Because this was a 2500 PSI, I got the 3100 PSI max. And so far so good. So I just wanted to show the results of this. So this is my driveway the way that it was. And then I've done a small portion of it and let it dry just a little bit. So you can really see the difference here. And as it gets more and more dry, you can start to see it quite a bit. So I haven't tackled that over there underneath the downspout. So we'll see if I'm able to clean that up. But as far as just general cleaning, it does pretty good. You can see some lines here, but I think that's actually from the turbo nozzle when I was spraying back and forth. It actually does a pretty good job of not leaving any lines. But there is one thing that I wanted to show. So I don't know if you can see this here, but there's almost like a zebra striping pattern. That's what happens when you don't go back over it. If it's like tough grime, if you go over it once, it'll leave this stripe pattern. You want to go over it maybe 2 or 3 times if that's the case, but it does get rid of it. And then it'll make it look like this. Overall, I'm pretty happy so far. I'd say the only things that I've dealt with have been, I have a pretty bad hose. So if you have a connection that has a leak anywhere, sometimes that'll make the pressure washer cut out a little bit just because it doesn't maintain full pressure, but that's a me problem. And then the other thing is just cord management. Because it's an electric pressure washer, that means it's plugged in, so you have to deal with 2 cords, and even the hose that goes to the nozzle is always a pain for a pressure washer, so having another cord is a little bit of a pain too. But for me, it's better than both the battery and the gas option. The gas one, it's just loud, and then you have to deal with oil and gas. And I'd just rather go electric. And then I really wanted to get the battery powered one. But from what I understand, you have to use 2 of the 40-volt batteries. Sometimes they can only last like 40 or 50 minutes. And most of my projects last longer than that. So for me, this was the best option. And to be honest, I really don't have many complaints.